I tried to actually keep it thesis free, like just it being like an objective history of like I didn't create that time period. I don't have any thoughts that are in the book about it. I just documented it, and like granted, I have a little bit of power in that I can steer it the way I want. I can use the quotes I want to use and not use the ones I don't want to use. But at the same time, like I'm not trying to people can draw their own conclusions from it. Like I've had people who like read it and they told me like they're like this person seemed like a real asshole. And I was like, wow, okay, like that's interesting because I didn't think of it that way, but you did. So like I don't know, like you can read it and make your own like villains and heroes out of it, but I tried to just treat everybody equally. Like I even like with the A&R guys, like who have always been cast as like vampires. I just like tried to show them like they're actually just people. Maybe you don't like them once you hear them open their mouths, or maybe you do. I don't know. I mean, maybe you're surprised. But to me, I always just like wanted to approach it objectively.
Yeah.
And you can make of it what you will. And the curation of that was very deliberate.
Yeah, whether I liked the A&R guys specifically as people, I loved them, their dynamic in that story of like people being these bands just accepting all the gifts and like doing the dinners and the things like that with these
Yeah.
guys, and then saying like, oh well, this guy's the cool one, and this guy doesn't know jack shit. It's pretty
I
good.
I definitely have like a little bit more of a nuanced understanding than I did at 18 too, now that I am probably the age that or older of a lot of these A&R guys at the time, where I understand that they weren't like super rich. They were just
Yeah.
guys with like corporate credit cards who genuinely like wanted to help bands that they liked. It wasn't like, what can we leech off of them? It was like, Mark Cates is in that book and he's like, man, Jawbreaker fucking rules. It's like, I just helped Nirvana get big. Wouldn't it be cool to do this to this band? It wasn't like like exploitative, or maybe it seems like that in hindsight, but it was just people, it was just guys mostly, just doing what I did with Chumped, like just trying to give
Yeah,
people a
yeah.
shot. So,
Yeah, you could cast it, especially now with like the sort of evolved way we would think about quote unquote selling out, as like they sound entirely good. Like, hey, I want to give you this opportunity to have more people
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you, to get more money, to blah blah blah. And they were not necessarily burdened with whatever like childhood punk rock ethos, or I don't know.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed that clip, you should check out the After the Deluge podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. We have full episodes there, as well as right here on this YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button and maybe check out whatever's being suggested to you right here. Thanks so much.